It's driving me crazy, so I had to come out to the orchard. Look at, right from there to there is new growth. Crazy, and look at the cherries on this little tree. Might get a whole pie out of this tree. Chris said the Saskatoon berries are ripening too. Just pulling some of the apples off this tree too. The little ones. This is the tree I didn't get done. It's driving me crazy every time I look out the window. This is one of the trees I did just well, not even a week ago. Actually, I think it was a week ago tonight, and look at the size of the apples. So that's the idea. I probably should have taken more of them out, but the weight is actually bearing on these branches now. They're so loaded with apples. So that's the branch I was pointing at from the other side, and this one here is going to have to be supported too because they're so weighed down with apples. This one here is just crazy. And then there's quite a few up there that might need some support too. I just wanted to come and check on the greenhouse, and I can't believe the size of the peppers in that. And the tomatoes over here, you can't even see my eucalyptus. Oh, this jalapeno pepper plant's not doing too good. I think it needs to be watered. Well, I'm going to have to talk to the manservant about that. This stuff's doing okay. This stuff's drier than a popcorn fart. That is the only ginger that's got some plants that I can see now. I'm just going to water this stuff. This is about as far as I can go on these crutches. Might try and trim those tomato plants. I did it before I went to the hospital, and they're just going crazy again. And look how tall the haskaps are getting. I think my mature hascap plant's supposed to be here this week. And look at this little tree. It's touching the ceiling now. Gonna have to move it over here into the middle so it's got the peak for this winter, I think. Look how big these hascap plants are getting. These lighter green ones are the ones that came from where I snipped them. 2 branches for each one. I'm losing my mind sitting inside, so I had to hobble out here to check on the garden. Look at the difference behind me. I cannot believe what a difference 1 week has made. I just checked the forecast. We're supposed to get some rain in the next 4 days, and then like a good week of sun, and then more rain, and then more sun. It's going to be perfect for the garden this year. So Chris let Hazel out with her 2 babies a little earlier. It's been a week since I've seen them, and I can't believe how much their wings have developed. You see it even more when you don't see them every day. He let them out for a little while, and she's protecting them against the other chickens, and I can't believe how big these guys have gotten. My goodness. And I saw the little rooster chasing around my little favorite hen, this one. Little chicken's little chicken. Chris sent, ordered some rings with numbers on them in different colors to mark the chickens. So I'm still not too sure how many roosters. Oh, Chris is going to bring me the little hen that I like so much. There we go. Oh dear, she is so sweet. This little one's actually pretty cuddly. She likes to be held and petted. She makes little tiny, tiny, tiny peep noises. Yeah, she calms down when I hold her really nicely. Yes, you're a nice little peeper, aren't you? Hey, what are we going to call you? We can't keep calling you little chicken's little chicken. Can we? No. No, she makes little tiny peep noises. She has barely any comb, and I'm still having a hard time figuring out how many roosters there is. Just don't know. They're getting, I mean, to me they look almost full grown. Okay. Oh, got a feather in my mouth. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some way to identify these guys, so ordered some rings, and then we'll have to figure out noises, or names. That one over there still has a little bit of down on its neck. And that one over by the fence too. I'm trying to see which ones are the roosters. Mind you, I mean, you know, like I keep saying, the hens all have combs too, so it's really just going to be a matter of time, I guess. But you can see now, when I came out here, one of the little roosters was chasing little chicken trying to play leapfrog, so it's pretty obvious some of them that are roosters, because they're acting like roosters already. Look at that garden. Bob and Chris put a row up of wire for the peas and for the beans to grow on, and they're already growing on, no problem at all. I know it's hard to see with all this screening, but that's great having that up right to begin with now, because we had a heck of a time keeping the peas from falling down last year, and I think we lost a lot of peas because of that. This guy here, I just don't know if it's a rooster. And that one sitting right there, I'm pretty sure is a rooster. And of course I can't chase them around to get better pictures. So, because I'm not supposed to be doing anything. And see, one of the little hens just sat down beside that rooster. Oh, yeah, Hazel's got a feather in her mouth.
That's where she sleeps at night.
Oh, in that corner.
Yeah.
Huh. Totally different than Ruby. And that one there, I think that's a hen, but I think little chicken's comb is smaller anyway. So, and her wattle, so the baby is too. Chris is over working hard. He's been doing a little bit every evening to get the potatoes covered with more straw. And of course they are going absolutely bonkers too. He took the fence down and cut around them. He's going to put the straw in and then put the fence back up, because it's so much easier trying to get this sled over there full of straw and spread it with the fence down. And the grass was getting out of control, so now he's mowed it. And but it's been so hot this last week that he's just doing a bit every evening to make it easier. And these guys are loving roosting, so that's good. They'll have to figure out their pecking order when they get into the coop. And I guess we're going to have to do that pretty soon, let these guys out with the other chickens when we're here to keep an eye on them. I mean, when you look at whatever chicken that is out there, not a big difference. I think these are 7 weeks old now. So at 8 weeks old, I think they're pretty much full grown. And I can't remember, I think it's 5 months old maybe they start laying eggs. So a little while to go yet. Ah, it feels like we're gonna get rain too. This is a nice chicken run for them. So I think the setup is working great, like I said before. Keep Hazel and the babies in there. We'll gradually let her out, and maybe even let these guys out with the rest of them to free range pretty soon here. And then Hazel and her 2 little babies can have this run to themselves. And then I think we might end up using the chicken tractor next year, sort of as a nursery, when it's time to let the layers, or the hatchers, the birdie ones, have their own little space. And then we still have this chicken run to keep the others locked up if we need to. Now, are you a little rooster? Not sure. You're a little devil rooster, I think. Yes, your comb is getting very big. Chris just threw a handful of clover over the fence.
Is that Ruby?
No, I don't think so. Hers is more floppy. It flops right over to the left. Hazel seems content. She's in there with her little babies. They must be underneath her, and I can't even get close to get more pictures of them because of this leg. I can't even, well, I can't even put it down on the ground. Oh, and yesterday I had a really bad day. The pain was really bad, so a little better today. And of course I'm trying to take the painkillers just at bedtime in the morning, but I did take some during the day yesterday. It was really bad. I'm fine as long as I'm laying down, and they said to keep your leg up as much as possible, and I put it on the stool, but they want it like elevated higher than your heart, which will only work if you're laying down. So this is a time when I was saying to Chris, I wish we had a sofa in the tiny house so I could lay down inside, but I think today is a little bit better day, but I just had to come out and see the garden and the potatoes, and Chris said some of the zucchinis have taken. He did plant more seeds for the 4th or 5th time because the chickens kept going in there, and he's got a fence around them now, so but I mean, they're just doing what chickens do, right? Being chickens. Look at the size of these guys. You're a little rooster, I think. Not one you can see her comb, but I think these two are hens. I wish I could sort of see them all together so I could get a better look. This one rooster, I think, and maybe that one. Oh, I'm hoping there's only... At first we thought 8 hens, 2 roosters, and I'm hoping that's the case. But then I kept thinking there was maybe 3 roosters. You'd think we would know by now, but like a couple of those have pretty prominent combs and wattles now. Somebody's coming running because Rusty's making his noise. His little come hither noise. This is the time of the day they all start to congregate over here anyway. Oh, I wish I could get in there to see Hazel and her little babies going in and out. But, like I said, only 2 babies, but she's happy, and I think it's a good experience, and it sort of maybe trains her for the next batch. So, and we still don't know if it was her that broke the eggs or one of the other birdie hens that come in and try and steal. So I think we really need to get a trail cam for inside there when this is going on, so we know who's doing what. Chicken. What are we gonna call you? I think you're a little hen. Yeah. See, this little chicken has like just the tiniest comb. But I think little chickens is smaller than all the other hens too. She's a different breed, and I can never remember what it's called. So they all have combs and wattles, but it's pretty evident, I think, that that one is a rooster, and maybe this one. I'm sure hoping it's only 2. And you're my little favorite, aren't you? Just 'cause you're different. Yeah. So pretty and fluffy. And tame. Look at this guy getting grass through the fence. Pretty funny. They're just going to love it once they get let loose. And like I said, when we integrated Little Chicken and WP into the flock last year, if you watch those videos, I think having them free range made it so much easier because they kind of hung out. They kept going in the compost, so Rusty couldn't get them. And then they kind of just hung out alone in the woods, and so they were in the area all the time with the other chickens, but not right underfoot. Like they weren't confined like a little space like this, and I think that really, really, really made a difference. And then Chris would take them in and put them in the coop when it was dark and all the other chickens were asleep. So I think these guys being able to free range is going to make all the difference. So, and Rusty has already shown signs of being protective of these little guys too. Like they're already part of the flock. So, what, Hazel? She's a sweet, well, she's Chris's favorite hen. Not sure how sweet she is because, oh, look at the baby peeking out from under. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, its little face. Oh, I can't get closer, it drives me nuts. You can see its little eyeball peeking. So precious. Oh, I feel terrible. Chris is doing all the work. But this is, again, my favorite time of day. Look at the flag. Drooping, completely limp, no breeze. The only thing is the mosquitoes are worse when Chris has been dousing himself with mosquito spray, and of course with it being so wet out there. And he's just been getting eaten alive and then gotta have a shower because you can't go to bed with that stuff on. Yuck. These guys are loving it out here. Big bonus for us, another 10 chickens. Well, 12, including Hazel's babies. So, oh, look at it under her wing. Oh, I wish I could get more pictures, but I guess I'll have to wait till the next time. My book that Rita got me said that Ruby might go broody again in a couple of months after she's done with these ones. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh. So hopefully Ruby will go broody again. There's the birds because their babies have hatched. So they're up in the nest right up here in the corner. I posted pictures on the Instagram page. Oh, oh, look at that. Horses have come to visit. They must have left them here because sometimes they bring their horses and they saddle them up to go check on the cattle because they have a lot of cattle grazing here. So I guess maybe they decided to leave them today. Beautiful horses. Yeah. WP's like, there are some strange beasts in our midst. Even this little chicken's paying attention to WP. Look at Hazel's little babies are out now. Once you can see, hopefully on the bigger screen, right at her back where her tail feathers are. So cute. I just love watching them. She's so content. She can sit and watch everything from there and take care of her babies. Look at this lettuce, and look at Chris and Bob just put this the screen up for the beans and a row for the peas less than a week ago because they did it a day or two after I got out of the hospital. And look at this one. It's all the way up to here, climbing on the vine by itself. Chris didn't train it or do that. This is workout. This is more of the stucco wire, which is what we have surrounding the garden, and I think it's going to work fantastic. I am going to have to get in there and scooch around on my butt trimming the tomatoes because that's crazy. Oh my goodness. That's going to drive me nuts just thinking about it. Anyway, let's go over and look at the potatoes. So Chris has been hard at work out here. I can't believe the difference again from when I came and looked and got pictures a week ago before I went for my surgery. He's been putting more straw on. He pulled all the really long grass. And again, this method makes it much better because the ground is so moist. And so he took the fence down, the electric fence, and cut the long grass. And makes it easier to put the straw in here. He's added, the white powder is the diatomaceous earth. That apparently works on slugs. And then add some more straw. And he's going to put some fertilizer on after the rain washes this diatomaceous earth down. Look at the grass from him cutting around the edge of this. I can't see if there's anything on my pear trees. I doubt it. There were some crab apples coming. Look at that. I think we're going to get some rain tonight. I can smell it. But yeah, we're going to have way more potatoes than last year. Somebody just posted online, that's an old neighbor, like in their 80s, told them they always cut the tops of the potato plants off. So I thought, well, maybe we could just pick one row, try it with one row, and see how that works, see if we can see any difference. Apparently the potatoes get much, much bigger doing that. So, well, I'm back in my chair. I feel like I ran a marathon. I can't believe how much work it is. I think probably a big part of it is that the ground is so uneven and the gravel and everything else, and I lose my balance and almost fall, and that's scary. But I can't believe the difference in the garden and the chickens. And once Chris has the potatoes done, that's another huge job done, and can pretty much just let them go now until harvest. And hopefully I'll have 2 feet by then and be able to wear 2 shoes. So that's it for today. I wish I could get closer to Hazel and see her babies the way I did with Ruby's, but next time, I guess, next chicken, we'll have another broody hen with another batch of babies, and that'll just be a routine part of life, and a part of life that I absolutely love. Anyway, done for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.